Did you know that Philippines consumes 12 million tons of plastic, 11 million tons of paper, and 2 million tons of glass each year? Have you ever wondered what happens when everyone don't know how to manage their wastes? But don't you worry, because we are here to educate you about waste management. In this video, we will be discussing about human activity and the environment. After this video, the learner will be able to 1. Discuss industrialization and waste management. 2. Identify the different ways of waste disposal. And 3. Realize the value of waste management through various activities. First things first, we have to define waste management. Waste management is the generation, prevention, characterization, monitoring, treatment, handling, reuse, residual deposition of solid wastes. First thing that comes to our mind when we hear the word waste are solid wastes, because the common waste we know are papers, glass, plastics, and metals. Solid waste is made up of objects or particles that accumulate on the site where they are produced. We have here 5 types of solid waste: mining waste, agricultural waste, industrial solid waste, and the municipal solid waste. Let's start off with mining waste. Mining waste is generated in 3 different ways. First, in most mining operations, large amounts of rock and soil need to be removed to get the valuable ore, wherein the waste material is left on the surface at the main site. Second way, mining operations extract the valuable material from the ore. The grinding and sorting of materials produces solid waste called tailings. These tailings are dumped on the land near mining site, so the liquid waste is stored in ponds. Third, the water that is pumped from the mines flows from piles of waste rock or tailings that contain hazardous materials. Next type of solid waste is agricultural waste. It is unwanted or unsaleable materials produced wholly from agricultural operations. It is directly related to the growing of crops or raising of animals for primary purpose of making a profit or for a livelihood. When there is too much agricultural waste produced in one place, runoff of groundwater contamination due to infiltration happens. We also have the industrial waste type. It includes a variety of materials such as demolition waste, scraps from manufacturing processes, and ash from combustion. If these wastes are classified as hazardous waste, the disposal requires special hazardous landfills. Last type of solid waste is municipal solid waste. This type of waste comes from households, commercial establishments, institutions, and some industrial sources. These wastes are the materials that people no longer want because they have no further use. There are various methods to dispose of these types of waste. We can dispose wastes through landfills, incineration, mulch and compost, source reduction, recycling. First method is through landfills. Landfill method is the cheapest and most convenient waste disposal. This method is constructed above an impermeable clay layer that is lined with an impermeable membrane. The threat of groundwater contamination reduces the use of this practice. The second method is incineration waste disposal. It is burning in a controlled manner using an incinerator. Incineration, coupled with high temperature waste treatments, are recognized as thermal treatment. During the process of incineration, the waste material that is treated is converted into gases, particles, and heat. Third way to dispose waste is mulch and compost. The organic material that is used to cover the soil is called mulch. Composting is the method of allowing the natural process of decomposition to transform organic materials into humus-like material called compost. Another method to dispose waste is source reduction. This method refers to designing, manufacturing, purchasing, using, and reusing materials so that the amount of waste or toxicity is reduced. One example of source reduction is bringing your own eco bag every time you shop for groceries to reduce paper waste. Last common method in disposing waste is recycling. This is the method of collecting and processing materials that would otherwise be thrown away as trash and turning them into new products. Before we end this lesson, waste is a factor that greatly damages the planet Earth. And waste management plays a vital role in creating a healthy environment. And all together, let us spread awareness to save our Earth.